We go to New York. Yeah. The Democratic Socialist Marxist candidate for mayor, Zohan,
It's true.
was fielding some questions. And was asked, what are you going to do to improve the lives of New Yorkers everywhere?
Hold up.
He thought about it for a second and says, yeah, you know what? I'm going to tax the shit
Wait a minute.
out of richer and whiter neighborhoods.
Sheer fucking hubris.
I'm Jazz Borganzo on this. When asked to elaborate further, he said, Whooitey.
Shut the fuck up.
My. That's mighty racist of you.
That's racist!
But it's what's next. What's up, everyone? Jazz Borganzo. What's next? Your daily dose, common sense, facts, and salt. Happy Monday. And of course, as I have a tendency to say, new day, new week, and new bullshit. And if you're living in New York, oh, there's a ton of bullshit. Many levels of bullshit, like an onion. Every time you peel one away, there's another layer of bullshit. Well, what am I talking about? Because this could mean anything, you know, from illegals to sanctuary city policies to, the mayoral candidacy. You know, that wonderful Democratic, for mayor who beat Cuomo. What was his name? Zohar or Zohan or whatever the hell his name is. We're going to go with Zohan. I could go with Zohar, but we're going to stick with Zohan. So this guy Zohan has made no qualms about what is the intentions to do when he becomes mayor. And of course, I'll go over a number of those at the end in my thoughts, but I'm sure you already know because he's such a great and wonderful guy. So let's add to this plethora of knowledge that he is boasted, he's emboldened, to throw upon New Yorkers, and was asked a question. He's taking feelings and questions from reporters, and he was asked, "What is your intention to make the lives of New Yorkers better?" He thought about it for a second. He actually pondered a moment and said, "You know what? I'm going to tax the shit out of rich neighborhoods, and it just so happens they happen to be white." It's mighty racist of you. This, coming out of Breitbart. New York City mayoral candidate Zohan taxed the whitey and the rich. Yeah, because that makes it all better, right? Ugh. Socialist Marxist New York City mayor candidate Zohan is not shy about playing race cards and class cards in his campaign platform proposal to hike property taxes for richer and whitier neighborhoods. Calling it a soak the rich proposal, New York Post described the platform as an effort to fix the city's notoriously skewed property tax systems, quote unquote, where high-end brownstones are assessed at lower rates at homes and rentals at lower income neighborhoods. The race-based language is contained in Mandami's extensive Stop the Squeeze on New York City's homeowners campaign material. It promises that a Zohan administration will shift the tax burden from overtaxed homeowners in the outer boroughs to more expansive homes in rich and whiter neighborhoods. The property tax system is unbalanced because assessment levels are officially capped, so homeowners in expensive neighborhoods pay less than their fair share. Yes, because paying 65% of the tax rate in New York, that's not fair enough. The mayor can fix this by pushing class assessment tax percentages down for everyone and adjusting rates up, effectively lowering tax payments for homeowners in neighborhoods like Jamaica and Brownsville while raising the amount paid for the most expensive Brooklyn brownstones. The Post account acknowledged the Democrat and many Republicans have pushed to fix out the whacked out system that ends up hitting poorer, often largely black and brown neighborhoods with higher property taxes than neighborhoods of swanky areas tend to be majority Caucasian. Yes, that's mighty white of you. But the candidate's language drew fire from conservative critics. Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights Harmeet Dillon threatened to investigate Zohan Mandami over his proposal to tax whitier neighborhoods, and if he becomes mayor, calling it race-based policies illegal. One former Northeast resident, now a Florida-based commentator, calls the candidate a racist on X. What the Zohan's supporting tax whitier neighborhoods, New York City higher than other boroughs. This Uganda is not only a racist, radical Muslim socialist, but a racist. New York City, please reject this psycho and choose Eric Adams instead. City Councilman David Carr, who's part of a bipartisan push to reform the property tax system, said the inflammatory language doesn't help the cause. The councilman told the Post, The objective of our reforms is to make our property tax system more fair and more transparent to ensure the middle and working class homeowners aren't subsidized lowering taxes for wealthy property owners. It's not about blaming people based on race or class or political affiliation. And if Zohan wants to come on board, then he should drop the divisive rhetoric. Mamdani, 33, is a two-term Queens Assemblyman. He pulled off what many observers consider a stunning upset in Tuesday's ranked choice Democratic mayoral primary. However, he didn't even garner 50%. He got around 47 to 48% of Democrats. So you expect 47, 48% to beat Adams in November. Okay. Among the race losers was former Governor Andrew Cuomo, yes, who was dealt a major blow in his attempt to political comeback after resigning for a governorship over grabbing a boob, but more than likely after allowing so many seniors to die because of the coof. He reportedly has not withdrawn his name from the ballot for general election. Gee, I wonder why. Mamdani ran an unabashedly socialist campaign focused on making New York affordable, really, by going all socialist and all Marxist. Again, that just makes more sense. It featured clever, eye-catching clips on social media and demonstrated Mamdani, and his left-wing politics aside, clearly has political charisma. New York's tangled property taxes are the result of a 50-year-old court decision that state law aims to prevent middle-class owners from being taxed out of their homes, while a complicated set of overlapping rules, the Post reported. Excuse me. New Yorkers in affluent neighborhoods are already objecting to Mamdani's proposal. Ron Santola, the 73-year-old retiree who has rented the Upper East Side for 30 years, told the Post he opposes redistribution wealth. Here's the thing. I'm wealthy. I don't want my wealth redistributed, he said on Friday. I work for my money. Why should I give it away? Here's a question I have for you, Ron. Did you have a problem with wealth distribution when Obama was in the White House? I'll wait. But anyway, let's get back to the, story at hand. When it comes to Zohan, this guy is a Marxist communist clown. He is. Now, let's not blow him off. You got to take him serious because this guy's got charisma. He's got that Obama-esque. So this guy Zohan, this Marxist socialist commie, who happens to be Muslim, who wants $65 million for child mutilation, because he cares about your children so much. Who wants to make New York the sanctuary city policy for, the alphabet community, to have grocery stores run by the government, who wants to now tax the shit out of Whooitey and their richer, affluent neighbors, out of existence because, again, 65% is just, it's not enough. It's just not enough. Because, as we all know, let's take a trip on the way back, because when Obama was running, when he was just a lonely second-year senator, he had charisma. He had that it factor. And that's what Democrats in New York are counting on, that it factor. You had Hollywood knuckleheads are counting on that it factor. Now, those of us with common sense know that it's the bullshit factor. It's that bullshit factor, not the it factor. But anyway, you can't take him lightly. You can't take him lightly. And Adams, again, like I said in a prior video, he's got his hands full. Adams is going to have to do anything in his power to basically draw every single Republican, the most conservative of the conservatives in New York, and the independents. That's huge, because without the independents, he's got no chance of winning. But he's got several months to build up his campaign and to basically roast Zohan for the racist clown that he is. And he is. The dude is a flat-out racist. Makes it very clear he's a flat-out racist. So Adams has got to hit him. Dude, hope this gets out to you, Eric Adams, and your people. The jokes just write themselves. Well, not the jokes write themselves. The material writes themselves. The ads write themselves. He's already said it on multiple occasions. He's got videos. He's got audio of him being the most racist, the most communist, the most Marxist, the most socialist dude who's ever going to walk the planet going into New York. You got the largest affluential city outside of Los Angeles, in the country, in New York. A once great city. Again, 25 years ago, there was unity because we were attacked. Our people were attacked by Islamo-Nazi nuts. And now 25 years later, you're going to elect one in, or potentially elect one in. That's dangerous. That is very, very dangerous. Again, let me reiterate, he's no dummy. You know, he knows how to play the system, and he's going to play for everything it's worth. He's going to pull out every single race card, every single class card that he can, and to make sure that New York is where the socialist needs to be. No longer is New York about capitalism, about making money, because money's dangerous. Money's evil. The worship of it is, but not to get it. But according to Zohan, the government needs to control everything, including you, Ron. You made your money, you bided your time, you paid your dues, but no, sorry, Zohan wants it, and he wants it all. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys know it's a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.